Hi, my name is Leslie Sin. I'm a volunteer naturalist here at Bernheim Forest and Arboretum. Today I'm sitting here in this beautiful setting looking at the fossil collection, just a small part of what we have here at Bernheim. This collection is a result of many other fossil hunters' interest in our geological past. If you come to our forest on the first or third Saturday of each month, we will have these displays out for you to view and to learn about a lot of different subjects that we cover here at Bernheim. Today I'm only going to talk about 3 of the most common fossils that you'll be able to find on your walks through Bernheim. How many of you caught that news program or news interest of November 2019 where an explorer going through the caves at Mammoth Cave National Park discovered a shark fossil that had part of the jaw, a few teeth, and some cartilage? Now, when you come to Bernheim, you will probably not find a shark fossil. This was one of the first ever here in Kentucky. But I'm using that to explain that because of it being a shark, it is a plant. It was part of the saltwater sea that covered our area from the Ohio River, where we have the fossil beds, all the way down to Bowling Green, where Mammoth Cave National Park is nearby. But the sea was much, much bigger. Now, when you come to Bernheim, we're going to let you walk and hike and take pictures of the fossils you find. And your first question is, why do we have an interest in fossils? Well, through science discovery, fossils help us visualize what our world, our Earth, looked like millions and millions of years ago, how it's changed over time and continues to change to this day. The person who studies the fossils in the earth are paleontologists and geologists, and what they do is through their research, we know that what we once thought were plants are actually animals that lived in the saltwater sea. They would die, sink to the bottom, absorb minerals, be covered by sedimentary, become solid. Now, the replacement of the body parts was called, the absorption of the minerals of the body parts of the organism is called replacement. And they would be absorbing and replacing all of the cells in the animal. And this is what we have left today to study from. Now, our first example that we're going to look at today is the crinoid. This is one of the larger crinoid stems, which on this little illustration is the part that supports the top of the organism. They also had a root system. When I was young, we would walk through Iroquois Park and find these rounded fossils. A lot of them would be in stacks. They would be singles. And we called them Cheerios because we didn't know what they were. Over the time, through study, we found that these are actually animals. This was the calyx, the calyx which attaches the stems to the crown of the plant. And inside the calyx is its reproductive system and its digestive system. Okay, our second fossil that we're going to look at, it's very common around here in Bernheim, are the brachial pods. And the brachial pods are similar but not clams of today. You can identify them by their shape, and you can tell how old they are by counting the rings when you get a good brachial pod. There are more brachial pods than I can remember names for. And they are all different. They have different patterns, different shapes, but one of the most common things they have is that they are symmetrical. You may not find them as symmetrical, but they are symmetrical. All right, our third common fossil is the coral. Now, coral are also animals. We have our coral reefs down in Florida. We have our coral reefs in Australia. And they are animals that are clustered together. Each individual circle in this coral is an individual animal. We have shapes where they come together. Our second one is called tubed, and it creates the horn corals. And when you get up close, you can see the difference in the shapes. So the horn coral and the colonial corals, when some of them are broken, you can actually find crystals inside of them. Because of that, they had absorbed the mineral that would be crystallized. Now, when you come to Bernheim, remember, you only take photos of the fossils that you discover. The samples I'm showing you, most of them were found along the sides of the highways and creeks outside our boundaries. As you search for fossils and your interest grows, remember, if you go on private property, always ask permission to use the property and to be on their property. When you come to Bernheim, remember to check our schedule. Events change, times change. We will be opening to the public in the near future, and we hope to see you then. Thank you.